This is taken from my full album reaction to Nothing Nowhere's new album, Void Eternal, which you can go check out on my Patreon. The link is in the description. I'm so glad that I ended up checking this album out. It was so much fun. As somebody who grew up in the 2000s listening to music like this, it just warms my heart. This album feels like a love letter to 2000s music, scene music in general. It's so much fun. You can really tell that this artist is somebody who grew up listening to this music as well, because this album is just filled with so much like love for the genre. You know, there's so many like stylistic references to bands like I See Stars and Linkin Park. I mean, all the rap flows in this album are very Mike Shinoda in general. And then the clean vocals are very like I See Stars and Blessed to Fall and stuff like that. I love that sound so much. And here it's just been kind of taken and brought into like a more modern context with like really great production and contrasting it with like electronic drums and like the rap and stuff. You know, this is something that we've been doing for a while now, but this just very much feels like a really well executed version of that. Taking stuff that we did back in the 2000s and just bringing it into 2023 and giving it new life and presenting it to a fresh audience. It's so interesting, you know, the vocals and the choruses really get to me because I love that style, that really, really high pitched, almost like whiny vocal style. I love that so much. I used to get teased for listening to music like that back in the day. And here I am, like 17 or so years later, still listening to that kind of stuff and listening to a new artist doing that style. I don't know, it just warms my heart. I love that so much that like he clearly grew up listening to this stuff as well, and like I just love how much respect and love has been poured into this album in regards to like its roots in scene culture. I also love the like earnestness of the lyrics. Like it's not afraid to wear its heart on its sleeve. It's not like scared to get a little bit sentimental. It's not incredibly like poetic or like beautiful language, but it's heartfelt and it gets to the point of, you know, what this guy's feeling and conveys emotions really, really well. I would say the same thing about the songwriting, you know. It's not anything that's like incredibly progressive and like out of the box, you know. Everything is pretty standard, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus, you know, and an outro. It's just executed really, really well with enough variety that it doesn't feel super predictable from track to track. There's still plenty of moments in here that are very surprising and fun. I love all the features on this record. They're so much fun. I love the variety of them as well. You know, we got people from all across the scene, old and new. And I think that's just another testament to the respect that Nothing Nowhere has for the scene and for alternative music. You know, we've got Silverstein and Underoath who've been around forever. We got Will Ramos, who's like brand new and like emerging artist, you know, top of the scene right now. And so many others who are brand new and who have been around forever. It's just so great to see all these like different people kind of come together on this project. My one little tiny complaint with the features though is that they were a little bit like predictable in terms of how they were inserted into the song. It felt like they were kind of just like given, like, here's your part, you're gonna kind of come in the bridge and you'll do your little part and then you'll leave. And that's not the case for all of them. You know, some of them were integrated pretty well throughout the entire song, but we've seen throughout the last couple of years that, you know, features are kind of evolving. I've seen a lot of bands take features and almost write the songs for them in the style of them and blending styles together, and then the two singers kind of mesh together and interweave throughout the entire track. And I really much prefer that style of features on songs as opposed to this style where it's kind of like, here's your verse, you're gonna come in and do it and you're done. But that's not to say I'm complaining about the way that the features were implemented here. It's just a little stylistic preference that I think maybe could have been executed a tad bit better. But man, overall, this record was incredibly fun. I had a big smile on my face the entire time. I can't believe I haven't listened to this guy before. I don't know if this is indicative of his past work or not, but this album really speaks to me specifically. Just, you know, it sounds like so much of the stuff that I love. And I'm definitely going to be listening to a lot of these songs for a while. I'm going to go ahead and give this album a 9.0. I think this album is so much fun. I think this is going to appeal to a lot of people. And I personally really, really enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys thought of this record in the comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you liked this video, please be sure to give it a like and subscribe. It really, really helps out the channel. If you really, really like what we're doing here, be sure to check out my new Patreon. It just launched last week. That's where I'm going to be posting all of my blocked videos and unreleased stuff over there. And it's just a great way to support the channel and just say that you appreciate what I'm doing here. And I so appreciate all of you who have signed up already. It really, really means the world to me. I think next week we're going to be getting back to throwback album reactions now that the kind of like barrage of incredible new albums has kind of come to us a little bit of a slowdown now. So I'm hoping to jump back in with some more scene culture catch up. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of that. And yeah, I think that's going to do it for me today. I'll see you in the next one.